What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. A couple months ago I made a video on YouTube here on how to use I'm using virtual monitor on the Nreal here AR glasses. This is actually a cover that I got for the glasses, by the way. I got them on Etsy to make it darker. But anyways, I made a video on how to use virtual windows on the with the glasses, and a lot of people had questions for me. So what I'm doing today is I'm actually gonna record how I set up my software to work with the glasses in a way that is actually useful. So a lot of people have questions and they want to know how I set mine up and what they can do to rectify some problems or some issues that you guys might be having. So here's how I set up my computer from the beginning to work with my glasses. So from the very beginning, you go to gingerxr and download this software. I found that the older version of the software actually works with my PC better than the new one. I don't know what the newest version they have is, but the last time I tried the 4.1 or something like that, I believe it didn't quite work well with my glasses on my computer. So I just uninstalled it and went back to the old Windows version, and that actually worked better with my computer. Speaking of the computer, this is the kind of computer I have. So I have the Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio. I have the Intel Core i7 32 gig RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and NVIDIA GeForce RTX. This is the version that I have. So this is my computer. I don't know whatever kind of computer you have, try different versions, see which one works for you. Okay, so let's say you downloaded either of the two and you install the software into your computer. And hey guys, so while I was editing this video, I just remembered some kind of important, and I guess I need to show it to you guys right now. So once you download your Ginger XR and you install it, before you open it up, you need to go to your settings. Go to your search and search for hidden files. HIDD hidden. Oh, I'm sorry. Search for hidden. Well, there it is. You're gonna click on show hidden files, and you want to make sure that yours is toggled on. This has to be on for you to be able to find that file. So you want to make sure this is on, and then go back to your display all the way down. You're gonna graphics again, and you're gonna click on browse local. Now because you set show hidden files, you're gonna see files that you don't typically see, and you're gonna click on user. In my case, I am the user, so I'm gonna click on just K, and then you're gonna click on once you get to this part right here, you can either go into the search box and paste this right here and click on enter, or you can just go on AppData Local, scroll down to programs, and then gingerxr-pc, go to locals, I'm sorry, go to resources, assets, and then you're gonna click on this right here. This is what you need. Now I'm not gonna click on it because I already have it, but you're gonna click on it. Now if you don't know how to get to all that, you want to just go back and just click on this, make sure your name is there, and click on dash, slash, I'm gonna put in what you need to copy and paste, so in the description. So you're gonna copy it from my description and paste it, and then enter. That will take you straight to the folder, and then you can click on it. Like I said, I'm not going to click on it since I already have it. You're going to add. Once you click on add, it's going to show up under graphics. Now, once you click on once you add it, it's going to show up here, and it's going to by default show power saving mode. What you're going to do is you're going to go to options. For my computer, it works on the power saving, but if for some reason it doesn't work on the power saving for yours, I highly suggest you switch yours to high performance. This should work. If this doesn't work, then switch it to power saving. One of these two should work. This is actually very important for the software to work. Without this step, the app will more than likely not work if you're using the old PC version. So make sure you guys don't skip this step, okay? And once you click on either power saving or high performance, you're gonna click on save. And then now back to the video. This is what it looks like on mine. gingerxr right here. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. So I double click on it and I run as administrator. I really hope this is clear. So once I run as an administrator, this is what the software looks like, right? Once the app opens up, what I find is that this software actually works best for me when I click on create. So okay, I'm sorry, let me go back to the beginning. So when you open the app, you're gonna have a screen to create an account. You're gonna create an account. Here I created an account and I signed in. And then once you create an account and you sign in, you're gonna be greeted with this settings page. So what I did was I went to my monitor and virtual display settings. I unchecked the use existing physical monitor. I clicked on create virtual monitors. I found that actually using 4 works best for me. When I switch it to 3 or 5 or 2 or 1, I often have issues. So I create virtual monitor, which is 4. That 4 would actually create only 3 windows for me, 3 virtual windows. You'll see, hopefully it makes sense, but this is exactly how I have mine set up. So 4 virtual windows. I create a monitor profile 1, and then I create virtual display monitor. So it's important that you actually create the virtual monitor before plugging in your nreal glasses. That is very important. A lot of people are having issues because they are plugging in the glasses before they actually create virtual monitors. And once you create, you're gonna see the windows do that, and you're gonna see something that says create video capture successful. Now some issues that I have when I do this is I'm looking for my mouse. Just move your mouse pad around till you find your mouse, and you're gonna see this part right here that says virtual window capture successful. If that doesn't show successful, it means it's not gonna work well. So make sure this says create virtual video successful. And then I'm gonna scroll down and show you what my monitor position is. And this is what I have set for my screen distance: 320, monitor height 20, vertical tilt 1, screen gap 1.8. The screen gap is just gonna show you how far each display is to each other. So the distance between this display and this display is the screen gap. And then you have a relative size. Relative size is the size of those virtual monitor. and then click on Save All Settings. So once you get to this part right here, you see how it says Streaming Virtual Display or Wired Virtual Display? That essentially means that instead of plugging in your glasses, you can actually do it wirelessly. Now, someone in the comment section said told me that they don't really want to. They hate the idea of being tethered to the computer. So yes, you don't have to be connected to the computer. You can actually stream the display. However, because you're streaming it over Wi-Fi, I do believe there's going to be some kind of lag. I just don't believe it's going to be, as straightforward as having a wired display. So, but to stream it, it means you would have to download the gingerxr app to either your Android phone or your iPhone. I don't know if it works with iPhone, but I know it works with Android because I've actually tried it. So essentially, your computer screen is being streamed via internet to the app on your phone, and then your phone inside the Nebula app would actually show you your computer screen. It's pretty cool. However, I believe there is a little bit of lag. Plus, it's just doing too much, connecting to the computer and then to the cell phone. That's doing too much for me. So I'd rather use the wired virtual display, which is the Nreal hair beta. So you're gonna click on that. Now, some people ask me, does it work with Rokid hair? I believe it works with Rokid hair as well. It doesn't have to be just Nreal. But anyways, once you click on virtual display, you're gonna see this part that says Start Wired Virtual Display. You don't want to click on that just yet. This is the point where you now plug in your Nreal hair to your computer. In my case, I have a Type C. I'm sorry for the blurriness. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. It's probably still blurry, but this is where, yes, this is how I connect mine. I connect straight into it. And I'm gonna click on Start Virtual Display. Once you click on Start Virtual Display, your computer screen would either go black or show your windows. If your computer screen doesn't go black, then you can simply Windows P. You can simply click on Windows P, and instead of extend on your computer screen, you're gonna do second screen only. And now you have windows on your glasses. So as you can see, I have 3 different windows. I have the windows to the right, the middle, and to the left. Now, one thing you would quickly notice is my mouse is actually following my head movement. You don't want that. I mean, well, you want your mouse to be in the virtual windows, not on the main display. The reason why you're seeing the mouse is because the Nreal glasses is acting as one display, and through that display is how you can actually see your virtual display. So once again, I'm going to Control Shift R to reset the screen to the middle, and then you want to click on Windows P to go into your displays, and you're going to select More Display Settings. Once you select More Display Settings, now you see that you have on your Windows settings, it's showing 6 displays. It makes you wonder, how is it showing 6 displays? Well, this 2 right here, number 2, is actually your Nreal hair glasses, this screen right here. And these are the virtual displays. So 5, 4, and 3 are my virtual display. As I tilt my head down, you can actually see the displays at the bottom. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this display. So this right here is number 2. It's this screen that you're seeing. This is it right here. In order for you to get your mouse out of this screen so you can control these virtual displays, you need to drag your mouse from 2 to 5, and you do that by simply dragging your mouse to the end of this screen right here, and you keep on dragging it, and it's gonna go into this display. Or you can simply carry this window right here, drag it, and drag it all the way. As you drag it to the left, it's gonna come out from the right side. As you see, it's coming out from the right side. You can either keep it on this window right here, which I'm gonna do. Once again, let me Control-Shift-R, reset it back to the middle. Okay, so now I'm here. So you can click on Identify Display, and it will tell you which ones the displays are. So for me, this window right here is actually 5. This here is 4, and this display is 3. Or you can simply click on Identify. See, 5. Let me click on it again. 4 and 3. 3, 4, 5. Control-Shift, bring it back to the middle. Actually, let me bring it back to the head track. Yeah, okay. So once this display right here is actually these are your virtual displays, and this is what you're gonna see if you choose those display options for 4 screens. I say 4 screens because this main display that you can see all these windows is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So 4 displays total. Now you can set the resolution of each window. Someone asked me that earlier. Oh, by the way, if you're moving your head around and you notice your mouse is moving around, it means that you're actually in display number 2. To get out of this display number 2, you want to drag your mouse again to the left side, and it's going to come out from the right side. Now you can select anything. So if you want to adjust this display right here, right, this whole display, you want to change the resolution, you're just gonna select 5. Hold on, let me change it again because the screen keeps shifting. And then you're gonna scroll down, and you can select the recommended screen, or you can choose your own. So instead of a 1024 by 760, you can actually choose, let's say 1080. You can choose 1920 by 1080, and that would completely change. You see, that just changed the size of your screen. And this is still big, this is still small. And if you don't like it, or if you like it, you can leave it the way it is. Or if you don't like it, you can just leave it, and it's gonna revert back to the smaller display that you had before. And you can do that for pretty much any of the virtual screens. It doesn't just have to be this one right here. You can do it for this or for this. And if you want to change either of those display, you just have to click on them. So once again, this is 4. Number 4 is this display right here. It's the middle screen. You can identify again, just to be sure. Click on it. That's 4 and that's 3. And you can also go down and change the resolution. Okay, the next thing you can do is you can also go to the gingerxr and actually change the way the displays look. Now, once I click on this gingerxr display, it's gonna open up into Windows number 2, because that's your main display. You can choose which one your main display is. Right now, this is my main display. If I want to make number 5 my main display, I'll just click on this, and that will become my main display. But I chose to keep number 2 as my main display, which is my nreal display. Now the thing is, once you click on this, it's gonna open on 2, so which means you're gonna have to drag it again. So keep in mind, your mouse, you can actually see your mouse on the bottom screen here. So to get to that display, scroll the other way, and that brings the mouse to this. So you can then drag this. Then you can then drag this to any of the windows you want. Remember, whenever you drag from your main display, you want to drag it to the left. Well, for me at least, drag it to the left, and it's going to come out from the right side. And then I can move it to my middle screen, or I can move it to my left side. In this case, I'm going to move it to my left side and put it on full Windows. Now, here's some things that you can actually do from this Ginger display. So you go to monitor position, and you can change this distance. So you can change how close the screens are to you. So right now it's at 300. Let's say I want to move it to 490. Once you move it to 490, you're going to click on Save All Settings, and that's going to move the screens backwards. You see? So now I can actually look at the screen. I can see almost every screen without having to turn my head so much. And if you want to bring it closer, all you have to do is go back to screen distance and bring it to either 180, or in my case, I'm going to bring it back to 300. And then you're going to click on Save All Settings, and that brings the screen back to you, just like that. The next feature of this is you can monitor height. Is just height, height level. Vertical tilt, which means it's gonna tilt towards you or it's gonna tilt away from you. The screen gap, I like this feature because let's say you have this one screen and seeing the edge of the screen distracts you. Let's say you don't want to see the edges of this screens right here. You just want to see this screen, and you only want to see the screen. When you actually turn your head, you can change the gap. So you can, right now I have mine at 1.8. You can set it to, let's say, wow, 56 degrees. Let's see what that is gonna look like. So first, let's reset it back to the middle. So let's set it to 55 degrees. 56.6 degrees, and we're gonna click on Save All Settings. And now you only have this one display. If you want to see this display to your right, you have to turn your head all the way around. To see the left screen, you have to turn your head all the way around. So this is ideal for somebody who likes to work at this and you just want this to be your primary focus. If you want trying to watch a movie and you don't want to have to change your virtual monitor settings, you can just adjust the display gap. And if you want to bring it back closer, just bring it back to, I had mine at 1.8, so you can bring it back to that 7. And then if I'm gonna put it at 2.4. Save all settings, and now you're back to being closer. And if you want no gap at all, you can simply put 0, and that would look like one screen. So that's essentially no gaps between your displays, which can be ideal for some people. I prefer a little bit of gap, so I'm gonna put it back at 1.8, 1.6. That's 2. It's kind of hard to get it precisely at 1.8. This is tricky. 1.2. Let's see what 1.2 looks like. That's fine. 1.2 is fine. And Ctrl-Shift-R again, reset it back to the middle. And then the screen relative. The screen relative is actually, you're essentially changing the size of the screen, which And essentially, it's more like doing a resolution, changing the resolution of the screen, all three screens at once. So right now I'm at 30%. I can do 45%. Let's see. No, let's do, I guess I could do 45% just to show you guys. And save all settings. Now the screens are huge. Looking around, the screens are so much bigger. Or you can do, instead of 45%, you can do 15%. Now the screen is going to be much smaller. See, the screens are much smaller. Now let me put it back to 30%. This is ideal for someone who wears glasses actually, or a person that just wants, I don't know, it's all about a preference. I like 30%. I don't use glasses, so I essentially can see anything. Someone in the comment section asked me if they can type, they can read and write text. I can absolutely see text just fine. You know, you can make it bigger, smaller, you know, it's all up to you. And if you did a bunch of things and you don't remember where the numbers are, just revert to default and it's gonna bring it back to default settings. So, but I personally like this, and these are my settings for my virtual displays. So 300, 20, 0, 1.2. I usually had this at 1.8, but 1.2 is fine. 30%. And that's it. So once again, minimize this window right here. Streaming performance, I don't touch this at all. This is for, you know, if you're streaming wirelessly. Somebody did ask me in the comment section if you can do it wirelessly. Yes, you can actually stream the display. Instead of using a wired display, you can actually connect your Nreal to your cell phone. Download gingerxr from Google Play Store. I don't know if it supports Apple, but you can actually open Nebula and open gingerxr in Nebula, and it would actually stream your computer's PC to the glasses without having to be tethered to the computer. I don't prefer that because now you're streaming your computer over Wi-Fi, which, I mean, over the internet, which means there's going to be some kind of lag, you know, but it is up to you. Now with this, how is the lag? Honestly, there's a tiny bit of lag, but it's minimal. You know, it doesn't affect me at all. I can do just about anything. You can have any, it doesn't have to be just Ginger on this window. It could be any page that you want. You can literally go to, like, you can open Chrome. Once again, Chrome is going to open on display number 2. You can drag it and bring it to the middle. So now you can either go to my channel, you can watch my video on how to upgrade your e-bike from 18 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour. You can go on Netflix, watch your favorite movies. You can go on Prime, watch whatever you want to watch, and you can do anything you can on physical screens on your virtual screens. The only difference is just virtual. And no, there is no eye strain. Someone asked me that in the comment section, and there is no eye strain because your head moves around rather than your eyes having to do the moving around. And you can bring the screens closer to you or away from you. Now when you're done doing your work and you want to exit, you know, the virtual world, you can simply end. And once you click on end, that brings you back into your normal, you know, windows where it follows your head, and then you can simply close the app. If you're able to get to the screen right here and you're having issues, just click on frequently asked a contact. You can contact gingerxr. You can there are some things that, you know, screen capture does not work with Netflix and other content platforms. I'm not really sure what that means, but there's some things that you can go in here and do. Let's stream virtual display again. Let's see. if you ever have this screen right here, just just be patient, wait for it. I'm not really sure what's going on. Click on Ctrl-Shift-R. Okay, now Windows P. Click on second screen only. Yeah, if you have this issue right here, just disconnect. Go to gingerxr. You want to end or destroy monitors. The screen will temporarily go black. Disconnect your Nreal glasses and go here and click on create display monitors. Once you create display monitors, click on save all settings, click on start wired display. Actually, correction, click on save all settings, then connect your glasses back up, and then click on start wired virtual display. So once again, it is important that you create virtual displays before you connect your Nreal glasses. And once you do that, once you connect your glasses, then you can click on start wire display. Your glasses should work fine. If it doesn't, again, try it a couple more times. If it still doesn't work, contact support at gingerxr. Hopefully that answers a lot of your questions. I'm gonna go on my video on YouTube. It could actually, and these are a lot of the comments that I've been getting. I thank you so much for you guys, for all the comments that you guys have been giving me, and I've been replying to a lot of people. I did reply the resolution. Like I said, you can do whatever resolution you want. Have you tried watching on Nreal here? If so, does the screen follow your head? Yes, I have watched videos. I do it all the time. I did reply. I do it all the time, literally every day. And no, there's no strain in my eyes because the screen goes around. Now, if I have this screen just like this where the screen is following me, there is a high strain. There's a lot of comments that I try to reply to. So, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit a like, subscribe please. And if you're like into e-bikes and stuff like that, you can watch this video, Insta360 or whatever. I'm gonna try and upload more videos. Peace.